my beautiful people, what's going on? So I'm actually going to be talking about this wonderful foundation that my yearly brunch is going to be raising money for. The name of the foundation is called Futures Without Violence. It's a non-profit organization geared towards women to help with the injustices that they face. So it's geared towards women and children escaping trafficking, domestic violence, inequality in the workplace, bullying, and so on and so forth. They do a tremendous job in bringing awareness where there is none. There is an amazing coaching program that they have towards boys. It's geared towards boys because women face abuse in the hands of men, or I should say boys who are not men, that abuse their power. So the coaching program is geared towards boys and helping them to just educate them and bring awareness and how to be a man and how to treat women with respect. So it's an amazing foundation that I found out about, and I was like, you know what, it's not enough to just disapprove and be upset and have just disdain for these type of social issues. We actually need to get involved, and this year I actually am getting involved. So the way I'm getting involved is I'm raising money for the foundation, and so any proceeds of this year's brunch is going to be donated to that foundation. So every brunch ticket, every raffle ticket that you buy, everything that you purchase this year that's going to be surrounding the brunch, a portion of that proceed is going to be donated to this foundation. So if you're one of those people who cannot come out this year and you're interested in giving back, I actually created a donation tab here in Facebook where you actually can donate. Like I said before, it's not enough for us to actually have disdain for these type of issues. We also need to get involved. We also need to be a voice for those who cannot have that voice for themselves, right? Who have not developed that voice yet. People who cannot find the strength for themselves, especially when you are dealing with such emotional trauma. It's hard for that person to find their strength. So we have to be the strength for others, right? And so if that is you and you definitely want to get involved, you don't have to do much. Think about it. If there's 400 people who are on my Facebook, just by us all coming together and everybody just donating $1, we just raised $400 for this amazing organization, right? If last year hasn't taught us anything, it should have taught us how we are all connected. And when one demographic suffers or one group suffers, we all suffer. The majority of the time, it doesn't seem like that because we start feeling the effects way after. But guess what? We wind up feeling those effects. We do. And there was a lot of people I know last year that were so adamant about these types of issues, about domestic violence and violence that kids are undergoing by being stuck home and by quarantine. And they were demanding that we, reopen, especially in New York, that we reopen New York. And they were so against the situation and so against the provisions that were set by our governor. And I call upon those people now. I want to know, where are you in this fight? Now that there's a foundation where you can actually give back and become a voice and actually give a little bit of tangible means. And I know we're all in a predicament, right? Everything hasn't gone back to you, but once again, you don't have to give much. You could just give $1. You could just give what you can. But I challenge those people. I want to know where you're at. Like, where is that same energy? You were so adamant about it. Or I asked you this question to ponder. Was it that you were adamant about that, or you were adamant about pushing your own agenda? Which that was the case with a lot of people. A lot of people were just adamant about us closing down, so they actually hid behind foundations like this of this sort, these social injustices, saying, we need to reopen because these people are suffering. So where are you? Where are you? So I challenge you to give back, and I challenge everybody because, we all have to come together. We all have to be able to find our empathy as a society, and that's a big part that we have lost. We have lost our empathy. We have lost our ability to hold space for other people who are going through struggles and challenges. And the mindset and the attitude that we have developed is, that's not my problem. But it is our problem. It's all of our problem. When one suffers, we all suffer. And when it affects one, it affects all. Eventually, it will circle back around. You know, the next time, it might not be you. You might be a male, but it might be your sister. It might be your mother. It might be your cousin. It might be your wife. It might be your girlfriend. So we definitely need to start stepping up to the plate, start putting our energy, start putting our resources towards helping these foundations that could pave a better way for us, that could pave a better society, that could help spread awareness, that could help correct the problem. So I would love everybody to come out and support this foundation. But like I said, if you can't or you feel uncomfortable doing so because COVID, then there are other ways to give back. And I hope that you take this challenge up. You know, there's a lot of challenges going around and they're so superficial, and there's no means but just entertainment. So why not get involved with a challenge that is actually going to give back, that is going to help another in need, that's going to help lift another woman. And even if you're not of the same gender, you know, you could be a male, you could still also contribute. You could still contribute to this foundation and support the women of your society, right? It's not enough, like I said, just to have disdain for this type of stuff that happens to others. We also have to have a voice and have our presence and, you know, help the foundations and the leaders who are getting involved and saying, hey, I'm gonna stand up for this. Well, you know what? Sometimes we need others to stand with us. So I definitely ask, if you can, support. You don't have to do much. $1 will go a huge distance. Want to know more about the brunch? Definitely, you can send me a message. It's going to be an amazing event. We have raffles. We're going to have games this year. We have amazing sponsorships this year. So you will get so much out of it. So it's going to be so much fun, and at the same time you're going to be giving back. People don't realize, but the more we give is the more we get. The more we are able to have generosity and hold space for others and share our empathy and hold space for other people who are going through immense challenges, we will get back. Whatever you give out, whatever energy you give out, you will receive.